women. What red flags in women should men watch out for? If she's trying to stir up drama just so the relationship can be fun. I saw this with a former friend. Spicing things up as a couple is all good, but if she's stirring up the pot by letting other guys flirt with her just so you can play jealous boyfriend, so you can rescue her from a situation she started, as if it's some movie or something, stay away from her. If you walk away feeling depleted after spending time with her. If she puts you down around others as a joke, shows total disrespect and the need to look good at the expense of hurting others. The ones that play games like, I don't want anything for Valentine's Day gets nothing on Valentine's Day. Why didn't my boyfriend buy something for me? And then get really angry. Be honest, don't play games like a teen. If she tries to make you feel guilty for wanting some alone time, or for spending time with friends or family, if she degrades your hobbies or interests to try to dissuade you from taking time to do those things, if she withholds intimate relations as punishment for different things, that's not normal or okay. If they treat you like a pet whose only job is to make her happy, buy her things, and give her attention, while she does the bare minimum in return. If she holds you under a scrutinous gaze, looking for everything you do wrong, or if she plays stupid games instead of communicating, or basically if she does half the things you see on TikTok. If she tries to physically injure you when you get her Starbucks order wrong. I knew a woman who was bonkers. She expected her boyfriend to read her mind. Yes means no, no means extra fries, and would punish him when he didn't behave accordingly. She was also ridiculously hot and frequently joked that her boyfriend was out of his league. Prior to me not being around her anymore, her boyfriend had gone to Starbucks and asked what she wanted. She said she didn't want anything, so he didn't get anything. According to her, he should have known that "oh, nothing for me" meant a large soy vanilla latte with caramel drizzle. As such, she put him on the silent treatment for 3 weeks. They lived together, but she was making him sleep in the guest room as she was only coming out of the bedroom to go to work. What about food, you ask? He was ordering her favorites from DoorDash every night and leaving them outside the bedroom door and picking up the trash when she'd throw it back out the bedroom door. So if she's so hot and the intimacy is mind-blowing, but the trade-off is she has a dream about you cheating, so she intentionally breaks your sparks and won't tell you why. Run. Slowly removing friends and family while making it seem as if it's in your best interests. Also not wanting to admit faults or have excuses for their behaviors. Major red flag that you might be dealing with narcissism. Exaggerated self-importance, excessive admiration for themselves might seem like positive aspects to have, but are really major red flags. If it starts feeling like your relationship revolves around their happiness, run. Hitting you. I don't care if you're a big guy and she's much smaller than you. No one. Male, female, non-binary, gender fluid. I don't care. No one should lay hands on you. If she hits you once, she'll do it again. Get out and never look back. When we were dating, my now ex-wife hauled off and kicked me in the butt, unprovoked, right in front of her mom. In Whole Foods, she was in a week of cold shouldering me, and that was the culmination. Somehow I ignored that. 7 years later she took a swing at me while I was holding our infant daughter. I turned in time and it connected with my shoulder instead of one of our faces. We are divorced and everyone's much safer now. She's always the victim. When you meet her she has a very sob story about how horrible life has been to her. Up until that moment everyone has been abusive. Every boss has been horrible. Every friend has betrayed her. Literally no positive moments in her life to share. No good days to remember. Every time I meet someone who dates a woman like this, in 6 months the woman actually turns into a manipulative control freak who blames you for everything, or is actually a con artist trying to get something out of you. And you're so caught up in saving her that you let the abuse slide because she's been through so much and has a hard time trusting, or whatever gaslighting she shared. Life sucks for a lot of us all the time, but 100% of everyone you ever met is an evil person. Avoid them please. And these relationships have either ended up badly for the PPL I know, or they are trapped in abusive marriages contemplating self-harm. Expecting you to hit someone with no physical threat to them. These women generally won't accept anything less like distancing yourself from people who verbally abuse her or having a word with them to stop. You will end up in jail or sued. Not letting you have girlfriends. Want to clarify for the women out there, yes, she should not be jealous that you have girlfriends. Huge red flag if she doesn't want you to hang out with any women, ever. But if your GF is generally chill about you hanging out with other women, and then brings up a specific woman she feels threatened by, at least hear her out. Our guts don't lie to us very often. Can't say how many times I've been worried about another woman, was gaslit about it, and told I was crazy and jealous, and then find out either that woman had feelings for the guy and was trying to sabotage, or he was cheating on me with her. Double standards under the guise of feminism. I know some women who do some really bad things that they wouldn't tolerate from their partners, but okay it for themselves, claiming it's feminist, and if you disagree then you're a sexist pig. Run from women who wield feminism as a weapon, rather than something to put you both on the same level. This is early into dating, but if she makes excuses constantly that she's busy, or has to cancel last minute when making plans, but then will proceed to hit you up if she needs something. I understand being busy, but goddamn some women don't get that people lose interest fast when you keep doing this. Alcoholism is a huge red flag as you get older. We are in our 30s. She drinks herself to sleep 3/4 nights a week. It's because she can't cope with her job, or she's just having fun or some other excuse. What's worse is that she's a mean drunk. This mean personality bleeds through when she gets depressed or starts having fun and lets her guard down. She's burned multiple bridges with people I value, and I find myself doing damage control at least twice a week. It's exhausting. I'm so tired of this situation. Little late, but trust me on this one. Someone who constantly does things you have repeatedly said makes you uncomfortable. All the "oh stop being so controlling" BS is getting kinda old because the boundaries are blurring. If she has no respect for you, or your boundaries run away. If you're having a lot of issues in the relationship, and when you really think about it, as much as you say she's "smart, funny," the only reason you're putting up with all the negatives is that she's hot, and that's really the only thing holding up against the negatives. A lot of hot girls grow up in a distorted world where people will act like yes men because they are beautiful and never have to self-reflect. As a result, she'll treat you like crap because she knows that you'll put up with whatever she throws at you because she's hot. Especially if there's a beauty disparity. It may be fun for a while, but as things go on the intimacy will dial down and the terrible behavior will remain. Not worth it. 1-uppers. Though had my dad taken this advice I would not exist. I told my mom last night about the debilitating arm pain I get from a spine problem. Mentioned I will be getting spine surgery in the coming months. Her response: that was like when I got sepsis 2 years ago and I was in so much pain. End of conversation. Narcissism. Not seeing a problem with their mistakes or owning up to them. Having anger issues and justifying them. I just ended it completely with the woman I truly love because she displays lots of narcissistic behaviors and gaslights me when she's mean to make it my fault. Literally have become a shell of my former self. I have realized it's so hard. I keep wanting to run back, but I'm trying to guide myself with my brain, not my heart. Hey man, let me tell you. Do not run back to her. One of the biggest issues I've noticed is that men don't have anyone to talk to you when we are on the other side of the situation. I went back to my wife 7 years ago. I'm now a broken, beaten man who will barely address any issues at home because I would rather just let things go than to continuously fight and be torn down and told that everything wrong is my fault. Although she doesn't work and barely helps around the house. We have kids now, which makes it that much more complicated. Now I have to live the rest of my life with the regret of going back after I had already cut it off. Get busy with occupying that open free time you have. Find hobbies and new things to learn. Join a gym and focus on the thing you can do better health wise. The reason I want back is because I did not know enough about me, so I buried myself in the fact that I loved her. I realized that you were the one-way street, but in my mind I believed that she would come around and things would eventually change. No, I sit here typing to you through the pain that I have appointed myself. Don't ignore the signs. If someone shows you who they are, Believe them the first time. If you want to talk, send me a PM. I'm more than willing to discuss this through my pain in hopes that others will avoid the same life sentence.